Hey everybody, it's China Unicorn. I am here to debrief on that wonderful threesome that I had just a couple days ago. It was technically November 28th, 2021 at Oasis. I'll tell you how it all went down. So I got there, I knew in a few weeks in advance that there was a couple going that I had chatted with briefly on one of the websites that I'm on for this kind of stuff. And we hit it off more than I think I would normally hit it off with a couple. They just had really attractive photos. Really good reach out. And so they said they're out of town and they're gonna be at Oasis on this date and they'd love to see me there. So I put it in my calendar and a couple weeks went by and sure enough, I was able to go. So I go with R and we hang out for a bit. We don't see them for a little while. I have my sex doll that I brought to get tested. We go upstairs. And then while we're upstairs doing that, I noticed that they came in because I recognized them. And so they were really cute and everything. And so then they go out into the pool and we find them out there and we kind of at first they're chit-chatting with other people so I don't interrupt. And it goes that way for 20 minutes. And then eventually I asked R to help facilitate a conversation with them and she's good at that. So then we started talking to them and they're like, "Are you a unicorn?" and trying to unicorn. I was like, "Yes." And it was just so nice because they were looking for me. I was looking for them. Super attractive, both of them right out of the bat, super attractive. The girl was just super bubbly and a sparkling personality and made everybody around her enjoy her company. And I just felt if I was ever going to sleep with a couple, it was going to be this one because they were really, really cool. I liked them really quickly. They made me feel comfortable. Yeah, it went swimmingly. So basically we're hanging around the pool and no one's touching anyone or anything. We're just chatting. And then we talk about how the pool is kind of emptying out and people are going to go upstairs to have, playtime, which in the swinger world is for sex. And so we said, "Do you want to go up for a tour?" And we all go up and some of the rooms people are having sex, some of them they aren't. Eventually I kind of just asked if they want to sit and watch this certain couple have sex and they said, yeah. And so then it was just the three of us. So R was with another guy. We're going to give him the initial A. So he was with us that night as a friendly companion, and they basically let us three hang out until we got started, and then they came and watched. But basically, I was a little shy, and then they were "Do you want to go sit over there and maybe play beside them?" And I was like, "Sure, I would love to play with you guys." So anyway, so then we picked a spot and we sit down, and one of the first things I say, because the girl comes to kiss me and I'm fully bi, she's bi, that's great. And one of the first things was I was like, "Do you guys have any rules? Because I don't like a lot of rules." And they kind of laughed because honestly, I know couples have rules and I know those couples feel safe behind those rules. But when you're a unicorn and you come up to a couple and they're like, "So no kissing," or "Don't, you're not allowed to use their left hand in your pussy." I don't know what the rules are or what the point of them are in terms of protection, because as a unicorn, if I'm not allowed to kiss somebody, if I'm not allowed to fuck somebody, I'm not having sex with them. I'm just a hole they're plugging, and it's not that one. And I think that's the least of your holes that you need to worry about. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so I digress. But basically they laughed. They said that no, they're pretty easygoing. So we start fooling around. It's going really well. It's she's super petite and tiny and the cutest little bum, and I'm a curvy girl, right? So at one point I bent over while she was bent over, and I was like, "Look at the difference," because there was this little tiny a petite booty and then a extra large booty. And it was really funny. And so I was fingered. I fingered her. I sucked his D, she sucked his D. We took turns sucking his D. It was really just an all around awesome experience. I wasn't actually able to get penetrated because most men, and I'm telling you, couples out there, if you are new to this, condoms are going to likely be a problem. It's good if you can see if there's some sort of mitigation strategy you can get before you show up to a play scene and you have the problem of an erection not being able to stay hard because of a condom. It happens to a lot of guys. It just goes with the territory. But there is things you can do. So try out different condom sizes, different brands. Find the one that fits your D the best. And try it out. Just make sure you can do it, because if the time comes and you need to put your D in some other girl and you can't do it safely, you're not going to be able to do it. So so anyways, I didn't get penetrated, but it wasn't that big of a deal because I understood this happens. So what happened instead is really hot. So instead, I 69'd with the girl. I was on the bottom, she was on the top, and then her boyfriend started fucking her, no condom or anything. And so I was underneath, and I'm telling you, they actually wondered if I could breathe down there, and it was totally fine. I was literally licking her clitoris. I'm trying to be careful on YouTube, while the D was going in and out, like right there. And then I would put my tongue up and I would feel the D going in and out, and I'd like lick all the way around. Afterwards, I asked the guy, I'm like, did you feel my tongue down there? He's like, oh yeah, I could feel that. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. So I basically, like, they had a great experience. I had a great experience. The girl was delicious. He was delicious. Good personalities. Just wonderful, wonderful people. So anyways, we finished playing, and we ended up going back downstairs, hanging out in the pool a bit longer, things like that. So they did invite me to hang out in their hotel room again a couple days later. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it work out. I also was trying to get a guy to come with me because it's sometimes nice to have a group experience, but I wasn't able to get any of my single guy friends to come, unfortunately, either. So now they're out of town. So until the next time they come back to Ontario, I'm on my own, but I hope that they reach out. They're a wonderful couple. If they ever need a referral, let me know. So that's the story. Art has her own version of the events, and we were really hoping to get her video clip in here. I'm not sure it's going to work out for this video, but basically she was able to stand in the doorway with A while I was having this threesome. And she just kept saying that she could see like my tongue like going all over the place and the slurping sounds and everything. And she just said that like it was really, like, she said it was the best place she's seen me have yet, just because like my face was just like all in there, like I was just having the time of my life. So she got to see up close and personal. So yeah, so they're a great couple. Lots of people want to be friends with them, and I'm happy to introduce them to more friends when I see them next. So that's the full update of my threesome. Until next time, you know, I've got a few more things on the bucket list. I got a birthday coming up next week, and I plan to knock at least one thing off the bucket list that I haven't done yet. So next week's a very big week. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming.